Hello, I'm taking this opportunity to be with David Updegrove and Thorsteinn Siglaugsson. We've been discussing all sorts of things about the theory of constraints, and we thought it'd be interesting to discuss one of the four pillars of the theory of constraints, which is people are good, because it's a subject that I think requires quite a lot of explanation with regards to those few words that seem so simple. And one of the most interesting text I recently read about the subject was in David Updegrove's recent book on clear thinking.
I think it's important to understand that when Eli Goldratt verbalized the pillar, people are good, he was not making a moral statement or an absolute statement. He was making a statement in the context of organizational situations. And in business, for example, when you go to work, if you go to the workplace, if you have that type of job, that you can expect that everyone who is working there, generally speaking, wants to do a good job. They want to be seen as reliable employees. They want to get ahead. They want to contribute to the success of the company. And so when people behave in a way that's contrary to the way that you expect them to behave, you should not instantly think, oh, this person's a troublemaker, or they're not a good person, or something, because very likely what is happening is they are motivated by their own paradigms, and very often by their measurement system of the organization. An example I use in the book is an inventory, where a finance person might come down to the warehouse and say, we have to reduce inventory because inventory has costs associated. Carrying inventory has costs associated with it. We need to reduce cost, so we need to reduce inventory. Now that person is measured on how well he or she is reducing inventory. At the same time, the factory manager may be measured on how many widgets they are producing. And so both of these people are actually good people, but the measurements are driving them to different paradigms, where the one good person says we have to reduce inventory, the other good person is saying, no, we have to continue to produce or even increase inventory. That's because of the way that they're measured. This really, if you start thinking about people this way, and you start thinking, if this person is disagreeing with what I'm saying, what is behind it? Is it a measurement, or is it some other thing that is, he has a positive frame of reference, of his own frame of reference, that I just don't understand yet. And I also said this kind of correlates with the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which says seek first to understand and then to be understood. So again, this is not a moral statement. Obviously, there are bad people in the world. And Eli Goldratt, he wasn't making a statement that was illogical. Eli Goldratt also said, tell me how you measure me and I'll tell you how I behave.
Yeah. Would you say that's something we can say with absolute certainty generally applies, without exceptions? Or do we have exceptions from that rule, that it's only the measurements that drive people's behavior, or only the structure they're put in? We could say you have people who are driven, regardless of measurements, by maybe their own ambition or greed or something that's contrary to the interests of everyone around them.
Yeah.
Even if they're not measured in any incorrect ways. What would you say?
Yes, there are exceptions. And very often these are not verbalized exceptions, by the way. And they can even be nefarious exceptions, but it is not, but generally speaking, you can still say that people are good, that they're coming to do a good job, and so forth. What it does is it motivates you to think about first giving the other person the benefit of the doubt.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Now they may not actually, in the end of the day, deserve the benefit of the doubt. But if we have this attitude, it frees us up to start thinking about what might be motivating this person, and we start from the premise that this is a good person.